copyrighted broadcast of the NBA G League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA G League.
Welcome to downtown Oklahoma City. The Oklahoma City Blue, the defending G League champions, get set to take on the Raptors, the Toronto G League affiliate. I'm Don King along with Shannon Washington. Let's give you the starting lineups for the Raptors. A.J. Lawson averaging 18 points a game, fourth-year pro. Quincy Guerriere, Frank Kaminsky, the former college player of the year in the middle. Tyreek Key and Evan Gilliard getting rare starts for Toronto. Meanwhile, for OKC, Ousmane Dieng, number 13 on assignment from Oklahoma City, as well as number 3, Dylan Jones, Noah Starkey, number 20, the middleman. Cormac Ryan with the ball, a rookie, number 30, shoots for a long two, no good, and we're underway. Raptors are 3-3, or I'm sorry, 4-2 on the regular season. The Blue are 3-3. And driving in is A.J. Lawson. The veteran has his first two of the game.
We'll see a little slow recovery right there from Ousmane Dieng on that block. He could have potentially blocked it, but he didn't want to put himself out there. But
Starkey. We
see that play almost every game, and they execute it with just perfection.
And they do it really to start the game, don't they? Pretty much every game.
Well, you know, you get the big man going early in the game. You know, he can give you a little bit extra later on.
You're correct. Kaminsky, who can shoot the three, not this time. And here comes OKC with a chance to take the lead for the second time. Dieng stops and pops from 18.
Well, you saw the same setup. It was a similar set as the previous trip. So you had Frank Kaminsky commit back into the paint. Who's pulled the jumper that time?
Backdoor cut, and that slam by Guerriere out of Illinois will tie it up. 4-4.
And that was part of what Coach Woods was talking about, the rim protection. And, you know, everybody does it differently.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's got to be an adjustment. You got to make sure you can get in front of a guy like that so he can't cut that baseline.
Dieng off to a 2-for-2 start. Right side from about 10 feet. It's 6-4 Oklahoma City. Gilliard brings it down. Skip pass into the corner. Now back out to Gilliard. Gilliard out of UMKC. Can't get the runner to go. Starkey cleans it up for Oklahoma City. Up to Miller Kopp. Dieng rather has it between the circles. Ousmane gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot one free throw for 2 points.
I like to see Ousmane being aggressive down to the basket, getting an opportunity to get to the free throw line.
Foul on Kaminsky. Dieng, a 90% foul shooter during the regular season here. He's had some big games recently. Shannon, he had 31 last week against Rio Grande Valley and followed that up with 26 against Austin.
Kaminsky's he's a professional. He's had a lot of time in the NBA as well here. So, you know, we've seen him on a few rosters there. And he has the experience.
Dieng misses the free throw, but OKC retains possession with a 14-second shot clock. Top almost traveled. Instead, an offensive foul on Starkey. Our officials tonight, Leah Laney making that call, Robert Hussey, and our first look this year at A.J. Connolly. Both teams averaging 113 a game. If you look at numbers, Oklahoma City, the best free throw shooting team in the league, or third best free throw shooting team in the league. Dylan Jones for 3, and he nails it. And OKC's up 9-4, and the Raptors are the worst three-point shooting team in the league.
Dylan Jones just wanted to say, hey, Don, you know, we can shoot three-pointers too, you know.
Don't forget about me. Speaking of three-pointers, OKC is first in the league at 38% percentage and makes it 16.9 a game. Here's a three-pointer by Gilliard, way off the mark. Starkey cleans it up for Oklahoma City, and here come the Blue. Dylan Jones out front. Off to Dieng on the right wing. He'll go in. Reverse layup. Too strong with the left hand. And rebounded by Guerriere. Kaminsky up top to Lawson. Open for three over Kopp. Nails it. 9-7 OKC.
And that screen created just enough time and enough space for him to get a three-point shot off.
Foul on Gilliard as OKC gets across half court.
Now Gilliard's the guy that's going to be the smallest guy on the court, but he's going to be the biggest pest.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what he's there for.
It's right. It's usually the case. Drew Jones, his first year as head coach of the Raptors 905. After spending some time on Darko Rajakovic's staff for the Raptors in the NBA. And, of course, Darko was a former coach in this Thunder system. Here's a layup, no good, and he gets fouled. And that will send Tyreek Key to the line.
You see the replay on the cut. Just kind of made a good solid move to the basket. He extended himself as far as he could. I really didn't see where the contact may have occurred, but I think we got a coach's challenge.
We do indeed. Starkey called for the foul and an early challenge here by Cameron Woods. So we'll take a break with 8:01 to go first quarter. It is Oklahoma City up by a deuce, 9-7. You're watching G League basketball on the G League app. So there's a challenge on the floor, whether there was a push underneath the basket by Noah Starkey. Yeah. Challenged it. I think that's going to be unsuccessful.
I'm going to say that's unsuccessful this time. I'm glad I got an opportunity to see that second angle. Initially, you couldn't see where Noah Starkey's hand was actually in his lower back on the play. So, but again, that's why, I don't have a whistle, Don.
They must be calling this a flagrant because there's nobody at the stripe. So Key hits the free throw for 2 points to tie it up at 9. That's the second foul on Starkey, and now the Raptors, 9:05, get the ball as well. So we're tied at 9 here in the early going. Actually, midway through the first quarter, Lawson shoots, scores, and Starkey. Boy, I don't know. That's ticky-tack right there. He did not get in Gilliard's way. Then Gilliard, or rather Lawson, it looked like Lawson took a little bit of a flop. That's already the third foul on Starkey. He's going to have to come out of the game. He's going to have to sit with Coach Woods for quite some time.
You earn 3 really quick. I think it's 3 in the course of about a minute.
Right.
I think it's time to sit down and kind of watch the game. And you also don't want to be fouling on a 3-point shot.
No. This is for 3, and it's rims off, no good by Larson.
The Blue got a bit of a break on that one.
Big break. Here's Zhang. Ryan for the triple. Skips off. No good, and the rebound by Guerrier, Canadian native. Lawson has it knocked out of bounds off Lawson's ankle, and OKC has it back.
That was good defense by Ryan. Ryan's not going to be he's not going to be the fastest guy. You know, he's not the most agile, but I'm telling you, he's really good at using his body and cutting off spaces. And he did a great job there by just beating the offensive player to the spot.
Yeah, and Coach Woods said that about Ryan. He's a very good defensive player. Here's Zhang off to Justin Hamilton, who's in for Starkey, and he slams it down off a nice feed from Zhang.
Who's with a good wraparound pass.
Hamilton's been very effective the last 2 games. 16 points, 19 rebounds off the bench. That one won't go.
Also showing he can play some defense on a big guy down there.
Good job by Ooze, and here comes Oklahoma City up 11-9. Into the front court, Hamilton at the high post. Can't find anybody to feed it to. Drives in, now kicks to Kopp. Pocket pass to Hamilton. Kopp had the rebound, lost it. Here comes the Raptors. 9:05. Shot for 3, no good. Rebounded by OKC. Ryan down court to Kopp. Hamilton on the side to Zhang. Open sets up for the 3. Too strong. Rebound Ryan. Goes back up. Gets it blocked, and a foul on Lawson. That'll be his first, and that'll send Ryan to the line, and we'll have another timeout. With 6. Oh, a technical as well called on the Raptors. So a timeout on the floor. We'll come back and sort it out for you. 6:21 to go, opening quarter. So OKC with the ball and free throws and leading 11-9 on the G League app. Don King, Shannon Washington back with you. Let's take a look at this last play.
You got Ooze with the wraparound Magic Johnson style pass.
Mid-air.
Hamilton down there at the basket for a slam. You like to see the young guys hooking up and Hamilton showing a little bit of authority around the paint.
So a technical foul's been called on the Raptors. Ryan is at the line, who got fouled, going back up with an offensive rebound, so he shoots a free throw for 2 points.
And I believe that tech was because it was on Lawson, wasn't it?
I think so.
Because he showed his displeasure and disagreement directly to the official, and the official said, okay, you know what? Let me go ahead and just set the tone right now.
Ryan has been on a roll. I know he's hit now 7 free throws in a row, going back several games. He's got some blood on his hands, so they work on him. Meanwhile, while they do that, the Thunder do not have Alex Dukas on the team. He is a two-way player. He's just been activated from a lower back strain that he's had most of the season. He's playing with the Thunder and came in last night's game at Washington. Adam Flagler is not with the team. He's a two-way player. He's out with a broken hand. And A.J. Mitchell, who is a two-way player but has played exclusively with the Thunder, he's out after having toe surgery, and he's going to be out 10 to 12 weeks. It's a tough blow for the Thunder.
It is, because I tell you, he's a rookie, but he hadn't been playing like one at all. He has been he's been crucial to everything that they've been doing, and he's been giving them nothing but quality minutes when he did get the opportunity to play.
Exactly. Okay, so the first free throw by Ryan was good for the technical, and now that free throw is good for 2 points. So Ryan collects 3 points on 2 free throws, and OKC's up 14. That that's good for Kennedy Chandler, and a foul. Wow. Back with a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way. And that'll be the first foul here on Ryan.
You see the play, the drive in the bump. He actually created the contact, but you know, as Rasheed Wallace would yell, ball don't lie.
That's right.
So.
Well, they are the worst free throw shooting team in the league, and right now 1 for 3. Jamias Ramsey into the game for OKC. Their leading scorer at 19 a game, number 7. Hamilton off to Boeheim. To Ramsey, 5 to shoot. Jamias steps back for 3 over Brown, no good. Charlie Brown Jr., number 4, in the game for the Raptors. He was a questionable player tonight because of an illness. There's a shot that Hamilton blocked, but they're going to say goaltending. Wow. Okay. Give the basket the loss, and I don't know about that one.
That's another. I'm sorry, I wouldn't necessarily agree with that, but we don't have to. There's a replay. And, you know, didn't quite see a goaltend, but you know, we don't have whistles.
14-13 to score. Zhang into Hamilton with the left hand. Count it. Nice turnaround jump hook. Front of the basket. 16-13. OKC.
Hamilton showing some moves around the basket. Little pirouette.
Chandler on the run over Hamilton. Count it. Chandler with another drive to the hoop. Quick baskets for him. 16-15. OKC with the ball and a 1-point advantage. Hamilton at the high post. Ramsey open. Long 2. Short. And rebounded by Lawson of the Raptors, who've won their last 2 for their last 5. And a quick drive to the basket. And that'll be an offensive goaltend called on Ulrich Chamche, who's into the game for the Raptors.
I guess they didn't explain to him before the game. We're not playing international rules. So you can't have the ball above the rim and put it in.
He is from Cameroon, so he's pretty familiar with the international rules and played for the Global Academy.
Last 2 trips on that end have been offensive goaltending.
Zhang from 10 feet won't go. Hamilton can't get his hands on it. Rebounded by the Raptors. Here they come quickly down court. And Lawson's going to be fouled by Boeheim. Man, they are quick down the court.
They're zipping up and down the floor. You see the play. You know, there's Buddy Boeheim, and they're getting it kind of mixed up. Typically, right now, the players they're kind of feeling out the officials because it seems like the whistles are a little bit faster than normal. Usually, that right there is a play on. Boeheim would float by, and the player would continue Lawson would continue to go to the basket. But that's just not what's happening right now. But you got to adjust to the way the officials are calling the game.
Each team with 6 baskets made, now 7 on a 3-point bomb from Charlie Brown Jr. out of Ohio State. And he gives the Raptors the lead at 18-16. Oklahoma City tries to answer at the other end. Javonte Cook can't answer from 3. Here come the Raptors again. Chamche almost threw it away. Collected by Brown. 10 to shoot. They drive in. The alley-oop is off the backboard. Not a good pass there for the Raptors. And Ramsey rebounds for OKC and brings it across. Ramsey closing in on 100 career games. Good bounce pass to Hamilton in the dunker spot. He's got 6 first-quarter points.
And the gravity of a player like Jamias Ramsey, you know he knows how to finish around the basket. He has so many moves that the defense had to commit to him. So they made it easy for him to make that bounce pass to Hamilton because the defense had shifted so much to him.
And Lawson misses a 3. Hamilton goes in. Left-hander has it swiped away by Chamche, the 6'11 rookie. And down at the other end, it's Lawson with a flush in transition. He's got 9 of their 20 points. And the Raptors lead at 20-18.
Well, that was a good offensive execution by the Raptors. That ball didn't touch the floor. They just passed, kept it in the air. It's a run old 3-man weave drill.
Zhang at the left elbow. He'll go up. Not strong enough. Rebounded by the Raptors. Underneath, shot blocked by Cook, gotten back by Chandler, and the reverse layup is good, and a timeout called by OKC. So it's 22-18, and Kennedy Chandler with 3 first-quarter baskets, all underneath for the 5'11" guard out of Tennessee. Raptors right now are 9 of 17, 53% from the field. OKC 7 of 19. So they've taken 2 more shots and made 2 less baskets, 37% for them. Leading the way for OKC, Hamilton with 6 points off the bench. And A.J. Lawson with 9 first-quarter points for the Raptors, 9:05.
Well, A.J. Lawson has been involved in every part of the game for them.
Yes, he has.
He's been key. He's also been the guy to get the technical, too. So, I mean, he's making sure he's checking every box today.
57 career NBA games for A.J. Lawson and 137 career games in the G League. Here's Leones for 3. Malafai short on that, but Boeheim digs it out. Gives it to Ramsey at the top for 3. That won't go. OKC can't buy a 3-pointer to start the game. They're 1 for 7. Dylan Jones hit an early 3, and they've been dry since. I'm pretty sure they've missed at least 9, if not 10 in a row from 3. Shot, or rather 6 in a row from 3. Out of bounds off a missed shot. It'll be OKC's ball. One of the players on this Raptors team I was anxious to see was Eugene Umarui, who played a couple of years ago with the Blue and the Thunder. But he just got signed to a 10-day contract with the Toronto Raptors. Shot by Cook for 3, no good. Rebounded Raptors with a 4-point lead. Minute 40 remaining in the opening quarter. Kennedy Chandler passes it inside. Shot inside, no good by Shamshay. Coach Jones wanted a foul, didn't get it. Boeheim shoots for 3 and finally hits one. He had been 1 for his last 13, and 3 of his last 21. He finally cuts the nets there and pulls his team to within 1, 22-21.
Now, Buddy's a key part of that three-point shooting out here. Once he gets his 3 going, I tell you, he's a big factor.
Shamshay makes a living in the paint, 93% of his points in the paint, which is the best in the league, as Ramsey throws it away. Here come the Raptors up 3, trying to double that lead. Shot for 3, no good. Boeheim chases down the rebound. Dylan Jones back into the game, turns down the 3, skips a pass to Ramsey for 3, no good. Rebound Leones, and we'll have a tie ball.
Again, you know, you can't say enough about Malafai Leones. He's a guy that's whatever you need done, Coach. That's what I like to call him. What do you need, Coach? Because he does whatever you need. He's going to get in there and he's going to mix it up. He's not afraid of anybody. You know, he's had that, 2019 game here in this arena at the start of the season. So he has the ability to hit you everywhere and impact the game on every end. So you can appreciate a guy like him.
You can. 19 points, 20 rebounds in that first game. 14 of the 20 rebounds were offensive rebounds, which is a Blue record, franchise record. The Toronto Raptors 905, they've been around a few years, since I think 2015, 2016 season. They've made the finals twice. That's something referees really still have a hard time. It's a jump ball. Leones for three. In and out. Man, they're 2 out of 11 from three-point land to start this game. Raptors are 2 of 8. Chandler drives on Leones, gets it underneath, puts the reverse layup in. Impressive.
The Raptors have, 2 guys that are 6 foot and under. I'd probably say maybe both are actually under 6 foot.
Yes, they are.
But they are effective in what they do.
Sure are.
Quick, they're hustle players, and they know how to pass the ball.
Chandler is averaging 18 points during the tip-off season and averaging almost 12 during the regular season. Another shot for 3, and again another miss. Again a one and done. Shot at the buzzer for 3 is just short by Tyler Perry, who's an Oklahoma native. We'll talk about him when we come back into the second quarter. After 1, it's the Raptors 26, the Blue 21. This is OKC Blue basketball. Start the second quarter, and the Raptors are 3-0 when they lead after the first quarter this season. And in the first quarter, 11 of 23 shooting, 2 of 9 from downtown, 1 of 3 from the line. They've out-rebounded OKC 16-14. They're led with 9 points from H.A. Lawson, 8 from Kennedy Chandler off the bench, and a travel called here on the Raptors to start the second quarter. For OKC, 8 of 26 shooting for 31%. Even worse from downtown, 2 of 12, 2 of 3 from the line. They're led by Justin Hamilton with his 6 points. Logan Johnson in the game for OKC at point guard to Javonte Cook for 3 and count it.
Well, Cook said, hey, I didn't hit one earlier. I'm going to take this opportunity to try to get the rhythm going here at the start of the second quarter.
29% from three-point land. There's a bomb for H.A. Lawson. He's got 11. That's a deuce there, and it's 28-24. And then Leones answers at the other end. So it goes back and forth with a quickness. First points for Leones. Don't need a shot clock in this game, do you? Here's a deflection, grabbed by Leones off to Logan Johnson. Had a triple-double earlier this year. Left-handed player. Dribbles left into the paint, out to Cook. Dylan Jones, stop and go. Dylan with the reverse layup, count it. Using that physical frame at 6'6", Ricky out of Weber State on assignment for the Thunder has his second basket of the game. Ties the game at 28.
He's 6'6", but he's solid, and I'll tell you, and he can finish around the basket.
Kaminsky for 3 is too strong, and here comes OKC with a chance to tie the fifth tie of the break the fifth tie of the game, and they throw it away.
Jemias Ramsey had eye contact with Cook. He just tried to lead him, and I guess he just led him just a little bit too far.
Third turnover in the game for OKC. 6 turnovers for the Raptors. Kaminsky sets a screen for Gilliard. Not much of a screen. Gilliard cut off in the paint. Back to Kaminsky. 5 to shoot inside, and an easy basket for Guerrier. His second basket of the game, and it's the Raptors that break the tie, 30-28. Too easy inside. Logan Johnson up top. Ramsey fires for 3. No good. Jemias usually a much better shooter. Leones has it, and Ramsey goes in for the one-hand tomahawk jam, gets it knocked out of bounds. And that'll be Raptors ball.
You like the energy, you like the aggression. Now you just want to try to capitalize on that as it comes in the game.
Back here tomorrow night at a 7 o'clock start when the Blue take on the San Diego Clippers. The Raptors will be back in action later this week, Thursday night in Grand Rapids, to complete a 4-game road swing. Kaminsky falling off, trying to draw a foul, didn't do it. The ball falls off the rim. Miller Kopp in the side for 3, short. Logan Johnson battles for the rebound and then bounces it off Kaminsky out of bounds.
Logan Johnson actually was the guy that got all this started here at the start of this quarter. He's the one that started the comeback because he was the guy that had 2 assists, making the plays to happen. And then look at this rebound. He's got over everybody. I'm telling you, man, I was like, is that Don out there? Did you leave the boot? Leave the
I think we need a trampoline to get that high.
Don, go with me. Let's go with me.
Leones. Up to Logan. 8 to shoot. Back to Leones. Around the Kopp into the corner. Open for 3. And finally it goes for Javonte Cook. His second here early in this third quarter. It's 31-30.
2 for 2 here in the quarter. I mean, he's come from not hitting anything to dropping 2 big-time three-pointers here in the second quarter.
He had 27 the other night in a road game. He can light it up. He gets going. Leones off the miss by the Raptors. To Logan Johnson. He drives in, feeds Leones. Reverse layup, missed.
The shot was just too easy for him. That's all it was. Logan Johnson set him up where it was just uncontested.
Oh, here's a spinning layup. Good. And it's 32-31 Raptors on the basket by Lawson. Lawson leads all scorers with 13. Leones up top for 3. Bang.
And we have a timeout.
And we have a new leader. It's Oklahoma City 34. And the Raptors 32 with 8:16 to go before halftime. Thanks for joining us on Oklahoma City Sports Radio 105.3 and the G League app. Oklahoma City in that first quarter, 2 of 9 from 3. But here in the second quarter, they've turned their fortunes around, 3 of 5 from downtown. And they have a 2-point lead. As we take a look at the other stats, points in the paint, the Raptors 905 or +8. Second chance points, the Blue +2, 4-2. Not much there. In fast break points, the Blue lead that 3-2. The Raptors are without Jamison Battle on a two-way contract. I think he just got called up by Toronto. Dylan Disu is out with a foot injury, and Jared Roden is out with an illness tonight for the Raptors 905, who have the ball down 2. Midway through this second quarter, ball deflected out of bounds, and Dylan Jones, who knocked it away, couldn't grab it before it went out.
Malachi Leon's playing solid defense in the middle, which caused that deflection to get it over to Jones. And just clogged up that paint, making it difficult for the 905 to try to get a basket off.
Oklahoma City going small, and they can't get a shot clock off. Lawson is down. He's grabbing his right knee. Hope it's nothing serious, because he's off to a great start tonight. Cook for 3, skips off. Logan Johnson fights for the rebound, saves it, and then bounces it off the leg of a Raptor player. And Lawson is up and limps to the bench. So let's hope he's okay. Their trainer will take a look at him.
And they're taking him on back to the locker room.
So Katia Sanyon will take him to the locker room, and let's hope Lawson's okay. Shot no good by OKC. Rebounded off the miss by Logan Johnson. Here come the Raptors. And they dribble it out of bounds, but last touch by OKC. Ryan wants a challenge, but they don't have a challenge, right? Yeah, they've got one more.
Actually, yeah, they should have one more challenge.
They do have one more. He's going to challenge.
And he's going to challenge.
All right. 7:23 to go, first half. Take a break, come back, see what the challenge comes out with. OKC up 2 on the Raptors. Don King along with Shannon Washington as the referees look at the challenge. It was called out of bounds last touched by OKC. Unfortunately, the HDMI cord just came out. So Audie's trying to click it back in. So we've got some time to visit. The Raptors are 3rd in the league in field goal shooting percentage. OKC is 16th. Three-point shooting, though, the Blue have the edge. As I mentioned, they're first at 38% and first in three-point make, 16.9. Meanwhile, the Raptors are 18th in three-point percentage out of 31 teams. The Blue at one time were first in free throw shooting, now 3rd at 77.8%. The Raptors last in the league at 64%. Oklahoma City averages 48 rebounds to the Raptors 41. And their leading scorer again is A.J. Lawson, who just went back to the locker room. He went in for a reverse layup. I didn't see how he landed, but he was on the floor after the miss, clutching his right knee. He did get up and hop to the bench, but then the trainer took him back into the locker room. So we'll try to keep you updated on that. Meanwhile, the Raptors have it down 2.
So the challenge was rescinded based on equipment failure. So note the Blue was not charged for a challenge.
Okay. Shot is missed. Ball don't lie, as Shannon would say. And here comes Oklahoma City. Up top, Leones. Rookie out of Bradley. There's a pass knocked away by the Raptors' Chandler. OKC will have it with 11 to shoot, 7:02 to play in the first half. You can also vote for your G League All-Stars. They'll be part of the All-Star festivities in San Francisco in February. Zhang open for the 3. Nope. And off the top of the backboard. It'll be the Raptors' ball.
And see, that's the bad thing about a stoppage like that. It can just kind of throw you off kilter. You got to get back into the rhythm of the game. Both teams are not looking especially sharp right now based on that extended timeout there. But, you know, that's just kind of part of the game.
Here comes Chandler, 22-year-old out of the University of Tennessee, a native of Tennessee. He's drafted by San Antonio, then traded to Memphis in the 22 draft. Kick ball by OKC. So 14 on the shot clock. Leon steps out, and Hamilton's back on the floor. Number 11 for OKC. Out of Kent State. Shamshay. Up top to Charlie Brown. Back to Shamshay. He loses it, gets it back, misses it poorly. Hamilton with the rebound, but a bad pass, and Chandler steals it, and then he loses it and gets it back. Good play by Chandler. Tyler Perry, the Oklahoma native, spins inside. He's cut off. Bounce pass to Chandler. Turns down the 3. Now he unloads and drains it.
Well, that's just where patience paid off. You know, it was a lot of hustle plays. Nobody secured the ball early on, so which made all this little scramble work out good for the 905.
6 lead change. Make it 7 as Miller Kopp answers for the first time tonight for 3.
Miller Kopp's a guy that can start getting going on the perimeter.
Yes, he can.
He's a solid defender. He's going to give you everything he has on the floor, but once he gets going on three-point line, he is definitely giving you another element that stretches the floor for you.
Foul underneath on OKC. I think it's on number 30. It is on Cormac Ryan. It's his second. Noah Starkey back into the game for Hamilton. Starkey, of course, went out with those 3 fouls in the first 5 minutes of the game.
And Hamilton looked to roll his ankle a little.
Oh, really?
He's kind of limping back to the bench.
So it's the Oklahoma City Blue leading by 2, but the Raptors have it. Perry has it out front. Grew up in Spiro, Oklahoma, in eastern Oklahoma. Went to Coffeyville Community College and then NEO A&M in Miami, Oklahoma. And a 3-pointer is good from the corner by Charlie Brown Jr., his second of the game. And now the Raptors are back up by a singleton, 38-37. Ryan bumped by Perry, loses it. They'll finally call a foul on Perry.
Now Perry, he's listed at 5'11".
Yes, sir.
And at 5'11", he is a stout guy. You know, Cormac's coming and banging into him, and he's not going anywhere. So he's a solid defender. He moves well, but he's a guy that you're not just going to bully out.
Right. Good point. I asked him how many family and friends would be here tonight from Spiro. He said between 50 and 60.
And I can believe it.
Yeah, that's a good crowd tonight. Free throw for 2 points is good for Ryan, and he's made all of his points at the foul line. 5 points tonight. OKC's back up 39-38, and we've got an offensive foul called on Perry.
Yeah, Perry's again a little stout guy, but he kind of fought his way through a screen and just ran the guy over. Here you go. You watch the play. There he is. He took 2 guys out on that one screen. So.
Got his money's worth.
Definitely. Yeah, you can't take him home with you.
No.
So why not? I'm sure Tyler he'd be good on any football team.
Yes, Lou Dort and Nyhart, they get their money's worth on fouls for the Thunder, don't they?
No doubt about it. Another couple of guys could be pretty good on the football field as well.
Yes. Zhang gets fouled. He'll go to the line. What a week it was for the Thunder starting last Sunday here. Well, a week ago last Friday, beating the Knicks here in a great comeback, then beating the Celtics, then going on the road. Tough loss in Cleveland, but boy, they answered back with a big win in New York Friday night and a even more lopsided win last night in Washington.
I mean, unbelievable. These guys have gone out there and they're just taking every game one game at a time, and they're being just amazing.
Zhang misses the free throw. Oklahoma City got a hand on the offensive rebound, tried to tip it out, but the Raptors claim it. Raptors overall this season, between the tip-off tournament, the G League Showcase, and the regular season, are 9-13. OKC overall this year's 15-7. Shot for three, bounces high, no good. Top on the rebound. Outlet to Zhang. 4.5 minutes to play in the half. OKC by one. Zhang hard to the glass. Then kicks it into the corner, and Ryan, three ball, no good. Tipped out by Starkey, but into the hands of Key. He misses the lay-in, but he got fouled. Foul on Boeheim, who's back in the game. Buddy Boeheim, his second. And to the line will be number 8, Tyreek Key. He also is out of Tennessee.
We'll give Key a little credit for the fact that he felt that bump and he found a way to still gather himself to get a shot attempt up, so he'd get an opportunity to get to the line just in case he missed.
Ricky, who is 26 years old. Free throw, no good. Rebound, Ramsey's in the game. And then he got run over, or he runs over a Raptor. And they'll call an offensive foul on Ramsey.
Well, you know, a little old school thought right there. You go to old school, you see Jamias Ramsey coming down the floor. You see that man standing in front of him. You know, man only takes so many of those. And yes. Stop trying to get in your way. So if you're going to give up the foul, go ahead and make it count. That's an old school thought process.
Well, Kennedy Chandler will walk it up for the Raptors. Still down one, 39-38. Chandler, good. Crossover, goes strong to the rim, no good. Rebound and the rejection. Zhang on the block. He gets it in the backcourt. He has it knocked away. And now the Raptors come up with an easy basket by Chandler. He has been a pest. He's got 13 points, and it's 40-39. Raptors, they've come up with a lot of loose balls in this game in the backcourt. And Boeheim answers at the other end for three.
And that's the Buddy Boeheim we know right here. He gets that three-point shot going. He doesn't think twice about it. He turns and fires it and lets it go.
6 of the 8 baskets by the Blue have been from beyond the arc. And here's a late call on Boeheim. They're going to whistle him for his third foul. That's the third team foul. So Charlie Brown Jr. to the line, and Dylan Jones checks in for Ryan. So OKC has 3 original starters in there: Kopp, Zhang, and Ryan, and then Ramsey and Boeheim off the bench. Meanwhile, for the Raptors, 2 starters, Guerrier and Lawson, is back in, and then 3 guys off the bench: Key, Chandler, and Charlie Brown. So it's good to see Lawson back into the game. Charlie Brown with 6 points. Make it 8. Free throw for 2 points. It's 42-42. Ramsey up top to Boeheim. To Zhang off the high post, feeds Boeheim. Cut off for 3. Zhang then drives to the basket. Good fake. Off the glass and in. That was a big-time move.
Ousmane Dieng going into his bag, you know, reminiscent of another guy that plays for the Thunder organization. Some of the moves that he has around the basket.
Exactly.
Just so impressive.
Chandler, another skip passing in the corner. A screen is set. A shot for 3 is no good. Rebounded by OKC. Ramsey brings it across, finds a lane, drives in, Euro step, up and in.
Arguably should have been an and one, but Jamias Ramsey is a professional scorer. He knows how to get to the basket on all 3 levels and get a bucket.
His first basket of the game in 7 shots. Unusual for him. They have to go this deep into the game to score. Shot for 3, no good. From the corner by Lawson, rebounded by Dylan Jones. Here comes OKC with a lead of 4. Ramsey step back 3, short. Rebound by Lawson. Biggest lead for both teams has been 5 points. Here's Lawson going up. Missed the shot, but drew the foul. I'll call this one on Miller Kopp. His first. A.J. Lawson to the line. A.J. 57 career NBA games, as I mentioned earlier, with Dallas and Minnesota. Was part of that 2024 Dallas Mavericks NBA championship finals team. Free throw rattles around and drops in for 2 points. He's got 15 in the game. 1 for 2 at the stripe, 46-45. Or 46-44. That is good for 2 points from Lawson. Here's Kopp for 2. Bang! Nothing but the bottom for Miller Kopp for 3.
That quick little give and go play right there. Miller Kopp comes off of it. Ooh sets that screen. He curls. He gives it to him, and he just catches and pulls. It's a thing of beauty.
Lawson drives and has it rejected by Zhang out of bounds.
That's Ousmane Dieng's second block down there in this quarter. You know, he had that moment of truth earlier on when there was a dunk attempt, and now here he is cleaning this up, getting the fans involved in the game.
Ooz had a triple-double last year and certainly has flirted with a lot of others in blue games. Is coming back from a finger injury. Lawson turns down the 3, forced to drive in, shoots, layup good. A.J. Lawson with 17 first-half points, 49-46. OKC with the ball in the lead and a minute and a half to go in the quarter. Boeheim out to Kopp, trigger for 3. Yes. Timeout. Raptors. Miller Kopp with 3 trays here in the second quarter.
Miller Kopp goes second verse, same as the first. He just did the exact same thing. It just came from a different player, and Buddy Boeheim. Buddy Boeheim saw him sliding over to that same spot and put it perfectly in the shooting pocket. Caught the ball. There's a play. Boeheim, you see the replay, passing over to Kopp. Kopp, same place, same motion, same result.
That is something that goes overlooked a lot, is the pass to the guy who's set up for 3. You want to throw it right to the numbers where they can set up and not have to catch it at the ankles or whatever, not have to reset themselves.
I mean, that makes a big difference. And, you know, Buddy Boeheim's going to make that pass, right? Because he knows how he likes it, because he's a shooter. He knows, hey, I like it right here, so I can catch it and be right in my motion. And, you know, he's just going to do the same thing for his teammates.
Kopp, Ramsey, Jones outside, Boeheim and Zhang inside for the blue. Here comes Gilliard to bring it up. Up top to Kaminsky. Back to Gilliard. 10 to shoot. Inside. Key goes inside strong. Over Ramsey. Shoots, scores, and 1. Wow.
That's a tough one, because Jahmias Ramsey actually tried to jump back to make sure he didn't get caught in that contact, and Key brought the contact to him. But it worked out to his benefit. The official saw it his way, and now he's going to the line.
So a chance at a 3-point play, the old-fashioned way for Tyreek Key. And he drains it. So he's got 5 points. 52-49. OKC had the biggest lead of the game a moment ago at 6. And now Ramsey answers at the other end.
You know, Jahmias Ramsey just makes it look so easy when he goes to the paint.
Things really slow down for him out of Texas Tech, from Duncanville, Texas. 10 to shoot. Raptors get it inside again. This shot partially blocked. No good on the shot by Kaminsky. Grabbed on the rebound by Ramsey. Down to Kopp, who makes a 3, but it's going to be disallowed as Ousmane Dieng is going to get called for an offensive foul running over a Raptors player underneath.
Blue getting down the floor, getting an opportunity for a 2-for-1 to try to push in the pace. They get another opportunity. It was a great shot over there, but Ousmane Dieng just kind of ran in and was sucked into getting an offensive foul called on.
7th turnover in the game, 5th in the quarter. Here's a drive put up, partially contested, no good. Kaminsky puts it up, no good, blocked, and then follows it up again. Has his first points of the game, and it's 54-51.
Kind of going back to what Coach Wood said at the start of the game, it's going to be defense by committee down there. When you got those bigs and you got guys like Noah Starkey, you're the big guy who's in foul trouble early.
8 seconds. in the half. Shot up top, Boeheim, long three, count it. Buddy's third of the game. Here's a shot from near half court, no good. And that takes care of this first half. We have 0.6 of a second left.
I know we got 0.6. We got one of the play, but did the Nets even move when Buddy pulled that shot? There's a replay. I mean, look at that. Just smooth rotation. Release.
A splash.
And splash.
Okay, so we're done with the first half. OKC 57, the Raptors 51. For those watching on the G League app, we'll break away and then come back with some of your halftime entertainment. Meanwhile, we're back on the radio to recap the first half on OKC Sports Radio 105.3. This is OKC Blue Basketball.
So nice to meet you.
Thank you for having us.
Oh my
I'm really
gosh,
excited.
thank you for being here. We're so delighted, and congratulations on such an awesome birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
That was really fun to watch.
I mean, I feel every time I go on the court, you're kind of playing more than it's yourself. You're playing for the community. So anytime I can give back, connect with the community, and just do a little stuff like this, I think means a lot to me. Just especially how they embraced me, especially yesterday, makes it a lot more easier to do stuff like this, and it makes it a lot more fun.
These are all, what's up?
Well, how you doing? You
Thank
good?
you so much for being
no,
here.
appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
No, I'm excited.
Yes, the kids are so excited.
Hi.
What up? What up? How y'all doing? Y'all good? Y'all being all shy. So you want to start playing? That'd be so fun.
Played great last night, though.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I would say I am so incredibly impressed. We have worked with a lot of Thunder players, and they're all wonderful. But for Isaiah to have played one official game and already be doing this many things in the community is just quite a testament to his dedication to being a part of Oklahoma City in many different ways with us and with other nonprofits. And we are so grateful for his help and support.
I think Thanksgiving is always a special time of the year. So just coming here, giving back, and being a part of it is really special to us.
Here in this game, though, Oklahoma City's really struggled in the first quarter.
Thunder, with 16 teams before, each with its own story, each with its own cast of characters, each with its own unpredictable outcomes. But all of it has been tied together by a set of values and principles that have stitched together the story of the Thunder since 2008. Playoffs in 11 of the 16 seasons, 4 Western Conference Finals, 6 division titles, the second best winning percentage in the league since 2010. All through an unwavering focus on those values and principles. And as this team begins its own chapter, every inch it's gained has been through work, through curiosity, through humility for the task at hand. There are no silver platters, no easy buttons, no shortcuts. The people of Oklahoma know that well. Here, the days get stacked, the work gets done, and little by little, come regression or progression, you press on. The Thunder identity has always been one about hard work, about commitment, about competing together. And as we've seen over the years, it's also about skill and versatility. Players that can do everything, can play anywhere, with anyone, blending sizes and instincts in a team complementary in nature and consistent in approach. And after a few seasons of breaking norms and navigating narratives, it all resets back to 0-0. They can bring with them the youth, the chemistry, the standards, the identity, a unified way of thinking about progress, but they don't get to bring any wins. Those have to be earned again. As it goes every year, there's talk about what should be expected of the Thunder and predictions about how it will all go. But that's the entertainment part of the NBA. Inside the walls of the Ion, though, where the work gets done and those principles and values have lived for 16 seasons, the focus is not on what's expected from the outside, but on what's possible from the inside. There will be progress, there will be plateaus, there will be achievements, there will be adversity. 16 years into their own NBA experience, the people of Oklahoma understand well this is an 82-game journey. But the pages are empty again. The pen is about to hit the paper. The first words of Chapter 17 are ready to be written. And as it always is, this story is to be continued.
Awesome. What tribe?
Choctaw.
Choctaw? Awesome. Thanks for joining us today. So, this is our 4th year to do this. We started with like 300 students, and now we have 1,600. It just kind of opens up the world for them a little bit, and the possibilities that they have and all the tribal resources that they get to have available to them through their Indian education programs. It's a little bit of a moment of pride from an Oklahoman, from an Indigenous person herself, to see this many kids excited about learning more about their culture. We're excited to host them tonight, too, for Native American Heritage Night.
It's a really good vibe going on here. This is something that's very authentic. They've put in the work for years to help build up this event to where it's at, and I think it'll keep growing, but this is so awesome, such a great magnitude, and I'm very thankful for it. It reminded me of whenever I was younger, we didn't have this kind of representation. So for the NBA, for Oklahoma City, for the OKC Thunder to do an opportunity like this to highlight our youth and give like just something good for the community, it's really lightening up people, and I think this is going to be a memorable day for everyone of all ages.
I think it's pretty awesome. I like to experience being in an area that have people like me.
Pretty neat to like have Native people represent us and like their people. Ready to thunder it.
It means the world to make these kids happy and then see smiles on their faces.
Oh yeah, I like that. Number 7.
As well as alleviate some pressure from the families and make it easier on them. All they got to do is show up and have a good time. So definitely means a lot to help out the people who support us so much. We were team wouldn't even be here without the community, so it's on us to give back.
There you go, boss.
We're really happy that the kids are getting to experience or other things that they never experienced before. Even us as parents, we're taking a break and being able to enjoy the time with them as a family.
What up, dog? 7. Appreciate you coming, bro.
It is just an amazing opportunity for the kids to have fun with their families, but also to get the opportunity to meet Chet and Chet's family, who are so generous. They come sit at the table with the families, talk with them. It's just a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for children living in foster care in Oklahoma.
Raptors have won 2 in a row, 4 of their last 5. As we take a look at the individual numbers.
For me, it's always been important to give back to the community, give back to the people that give to us, and doing things like this, being able to do this with my family and the people around me that helped me and got me to where I'm at is something I'll never pass up on. Here you go.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
They're going to get turkey, pie, and lots of groceries to be prepared for Thanksgiving meal, and to get more pictures with Jalen, of course.
Come on.
All right, say cheese.
We got everything that we need for Thanksgiving. It's so wonderful. I have 2 daughters at home, and then we're going to be able to have a nice Thanksgiving. I'm going to cook it up.
Mama, look at it. Look at the camera. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. There you go. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yes, ma'am.
How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good.
Nice
What's your
to meet
name?
you. Monica.
Monica, I'm Javante. Yes, ma'am. You as well. Thank you, thank you.
All right, let's get this started. We got football. We got some wrestling action figures. I like this one a lot. This is the Jurassic World dinosaur SUV. That's pretty sweet.
No, it was really special. They took the time out to ask about them and, know more about them, and it was really nice.
What he like, what's some of his interests?
Yeah, that looks cool.
The people here are doing God's work, so it's an amazing thing that I could be a part of that and just help connect with people on a personal level and just fulfill some of their dreams.
They've made our clients feel so special and valued, and have really given them a personal touch that we at Christmas Connection desire for each of our clients to feel. We want people that come in the doors here to feel seen, and the team has done that today.
We are super excited today. We are with Sunbeam Family Services, grandparents raising grandchildren with the entire Thunder team. Seeing these players and kids with the selfies and the high fives, what a fabulous way for us to help celebrate the holidays.
It's always better when the entire team is here. I mean, we're doing this for the kids, and it's always good to give back to the community.
And grandparents are the true heroes in our community. They didn't expect to do this, and they're just raising beautiful children, and to feel the love from everyone today is quite special for them.
I mean, this is awesome, just being able to spend time with, the kids, their grandparents, and for us to just kind of be able to come back, spend time with them, share, our day, and just tell them that we care and we're here to support them is huge.
Hi, good morning. This book is called "'Twas the Night Before Thanksgiving." All through the trees, the leaves were spinning aloft in the breeze. This class was so fun. It's always a great time when the students are so engaged. How cute is that? Oh my goodness, is this for us? And something that's never happened before got to happen today. We were gifted our own book that was drawn, illustrated, and authored by the class. So that was something that we'll get to cherish. We got to come here and share a story with them, but little did we know we were going to get to go home with a story of our own. Our friends at American Fidelity made this possible. You're going to have to tell your dad to tell all his friends at American Fidelity that we said thank you. Because they made this possible. This was so fun. Goodness, thanks guys. Oh, you guys are the best. Thank you, thank you.
We welcome you to Veterans Day, Military Appreciation Night here at Paycom Center. Some active service members in the house, as are some proud veterans.
I've been overseas for the past 7 years, so I feel it. I feel the love, especially all the love that they're showing the veterans today. It's been a true blessing.
Seeing all this for us means a lot, because it just motivates me to keep going, and the reason why we fight every day.
You can see the people, they showing love and support everywhere we go. They say Happy Veterans Day. It just shows the love and support that they have for the military and what we do for them.
There's not a person in here that didn't stand up when they recognized them. It's that unifying piece of our country that we all appreciate, we recognize, and we're proud to support.
Here at halftime, Oklahoma City up 57-51. Oklahoma City making a living from beyond the arc in the second quarter, hitting 8 3-pointers to give them the biggest lead of the game for either team, 6 points. Miller Kopp leading the way again with 9 points. Buddy Boeheim with 9. A.J. Lawson with 17, though, and 13 for Kennedy Chandler. And Shannon Washington rejoins us. Miller Kopp with a big second quarter.
I'll tell you, Miller Kopp, he's a guy that's going to give you everything you need. He's going to get him open on the perimeter, definitely, but he's going to give you solid defense, and he's going to be an anchor for that defense. He communicates really well on the backside and tells everybody what they're missing. So Miller Kopp, he brings a whole lot more than what you see on the stat sheet.
Yeah, he really does, and his rebounding has picked up quite a bit from a year ago as a rookie.
Oh, definitely. You know, I think he's been paying attention to Don King.
Well, I didn't have a good enough backside to block out some people for rebounds.
Not enough peanut butter sandwiches, you know.
I couldn't jump very high, and I was the slowest guy on the team.
You know, that was
I could box out and shoot free throws.
Well, that was one of my specialties, rebounding,
defense.
you know, back then. Yeah. Defense and rebounding, you know, but I got the defensive stance thing was from wrestling. Wrestling was the best thing ever.
Really?
Oh,
yeah. Wrestling is outstanding
that
for
was
your footwork.
Definitely. That was one of the best shape I'd ever been in. Wrestling, being able to learn how to shuffle your feet left and right. That lateral movement, it was a great thing.
All right, so we get set for this third quarter. Again, these two teams haven't met each other, these two franchises, since 2020 here in Oklahoma City, across the street at the Cox Convention Center. OKC won that game 120-97. See if you remember this name, Markel Brown in that game. 24 points, 7 of 9 from downtown to help win that game. Remember him, former Oklahoma State Cowboy. And Abdul Gaddy had 11 points, 12 assists. 7 players in double figures in that game.
I remember calling that game, calling those games. And, my thing with Brown was, what will Brown do for you?
Before that, they met in December 12, 2018. OKC won that game in Ontario, 133-26. Oklahoma City only had 8 players in that game, and all 8 in double figures. Gaddy had a double-double in that one, 13 and 11. And Tyler Davis had 24 points, 16 rebounds. Tyler's still in the G League. Here's Lawson going back to work with a backdoor cut. A.J. Lawson with 19 points now in the game.
The Raptors playing with good pace right there and moving without the ball, and then they just kind of caught the blue slip in there.
Kaminsky, who has a lot of NBA games to his resume, with a nice dish. So it's Starkey starting the second half with those 3 fouls, feeding Ryan back to Starkey. Good field goal shooter, but not that time. Too strong from 8 feet. And here comes the Raptors. Down 4 with Kaminsky. Up top to Lawson. Back to Frank. Frank the tank for 3. Puts it on the board.
And he turns around and gives us the little 3 signal. Let you know I got this in me.
His first 3 of the game. He's got 5 points in the contest for the 31-year-old. And it's a 1-point game. Zhang gets it to go. 6 feet. 59-56 OKC. Zhang with 8 points. And he's coming off games last week of 31 and 26. Here's a foul called in OKC. Leah Laney will call this on number 30, Cormac Ryan, his third.
I think Ooze kind of got saved on that one.
You got 3.
Because Ooze actually got away with a little shove in the back on that play.
Side out. Recycle the shot clock to 14. Kaminsky to Tyreek Key. Kaminsky with 5 to shoot. Goes in on Starkey. Push shot no good. Rebound Zhang. Ooze with his first rebound of the game, and then he takes a tumble. Wow. Call that one on number 13, Guerrier. Here's first.
See Usman Jang shifting the ball over to his right side to kind of protect it from the defender. And, you see a 6'10" guy fall. Seems like it just takes forever for him to kind of go down.
Right.
But I'm glad he's okay.
6'10", 220 out of France. His father played basketball in France as well. Started the season with the Thunder. Then got assigned to the Blue in his first game back in November and early December, I guess it was, and fractured a finger and was out for a while. Here's a blocking foul called on the Raptors. Charlie Brown Jr. checks in.
That's his second.
That'll be the second foul on Guerrier.
Guerrier, yeah, he was not set. He tried to shift into place, but his foot wasn't set.
14.
Good call by the official.
Yes, it was. 14 to shoot for OKC. Zhang to Ryan. Sets up for 3. Yes. Swisheroo for Cormac Ryan at 62-56. OKC.
Nice pull for Cormac Ryan, but I tell you, that arc was so high, I almost thought Lou Dort was shooting.
Oh, here's a pretty flash to the basket. And the reverse layup by Charlie Brown Jr. And that makes it 62-58. And Cameron Woods has seen all of the flashes to the basket he can stand as he calls a timeout. 9:47 to go, third quarter. And it's OKC up by 4. G League basketball in the G League app. to the Paycom Center. Don King along with Shannon Washington. Oklahoma City 2 of 3 shooting in this third quarter, and the Raptors are 3 of 4 shooting. 2 of their baskets in the paint, and then 1 of their baskets from downtown. There's Zhang between the circles. Off to Dylan Jones. OKC is up by 4. Jones, left elbow with 7 to shoot. Feeds the baseline, and that jumper is good by Dylan Jones. Pretty.
I mean, fall away shot, kind of on the baseline behind the backboard. Perfect angle. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
23-year-old averaging 14 a game for the Blues. Got 7. It's halfway there. Raptors set up Gilliard, left-hand three-pointer. Count it at top of the key.
Well, that's where you got to communicate better. You got to decide if you're going to commit and close out on that shot. You don't want to give a guy just a wide-open shot from the perimeter.
Gilliard's first points of the game. Zhang gets knocked down, and they're going to call a travel on Ooze. 9th turnover for OKC compared to 10 for the Raptors.
Yeah, he just couldn't keep his pivot on that play.
He and Dylan Jones on assignment from the Thunder. Here's Gilliard trying to set something up for Kaminsky. Spins in on Starkey, and a late call on Starkey. That's his 4th foul.
Now, that one I'm not upset with Starkey about. That was a good defensive stand. He made a good defensive effort. He shifted his feet. He slid over. You know, you're just going to get called for those every now and again.
Ramsey checking in for for Starkey. So Kaminsky to the line.
14.
86% foul shooter while with the Raptors. And it is good. Yeah, 413 career NBA games. Charlotte, Phoenix. Last year had to play in Serbia. Overseas. OKC almost lost it. Ryan feeds Zhang in the corner. He took too long to shoot a 3. He loses it out of bounds, and a foul going to be called on the Raptors. They're going to call this one on Tyreek Key.
Well, you like the little back and forth between Zhang and Key. He says, man, you know you got me. And he just kind of slapped him on the back and said, yeah, okay, you're right, yeah. And no argument between either of them about that play. Friendly competition.
So OKC with a 1-point lead. 8.5 minutes to play in the third. Ramsey cut off going right. Back to Kopp. 6 to shoot. Kopp hands it off. Ryan drives in. He tries to feed it outside to Ramsey, and OKC with a shot clock violation. However, the Raptors get it, and Lawson finishes it at the other end. Emphatic one-hand tomahawk jam and puts the Raptors up by 1. Ramsey trying to get the lead back. Can't do it. A miss for 3. Gilliard with the rebound. Here come the Raptors quickly down to Lawson. Cut off by Ramsey. So the Raptors have the lead and the ball. Into the corner for Charlie Brown Jr. Back around to Gilliard with 10 to shoot. Sets up for another 3 and knocks it in.
Gilliard's having a little conversation for everybody about the fact that he's hitting these shots.
It's a 10-point run for the Raptors. Here they come. On a missed shot by Ryan. 10-point run for the Raptors. Biggest of the game for either team. Raptors with the ball up 4. Their biggest lead has been 5. They go down low to Shamshay's in the game. He feeds it out to the wing, and a shot for 3 is no good by Tyreek Key. Rebound OKC. Dylan Jones to Ramsey, and an offensive foul called on Ramsey. That'll be his 3rd.
Now, that's a tough call right there. You know, if you look at the replay, at what point it was just Gilliard was just a better sailor. He was good at the sail. You know, that's the benefit of being a smaller player, because you get a little bit of a they kind of give you a little bit of a pass on some of the other antics that go along with the play.
Except you saw Buddy Boeheim check in, and now we've got a foul called on foul on Boeheim. Boy, Oklahoma City's racking up the fouls. That's the 4th on Boeheim.
You know, again, like we talked about earlier on in the game, you got to adjust to how the officials are calling it, because this is probably the tightest we've seen called this season. Typically, there's a lot of jostling and so forth that happens that there's no whistle.
Gilliard penetrates, feeds Key. He hits a three-pointer. He's got 8 points, and the run continues for the Raptors. Now 71-64. Inside, Kopp goes inside strong and stops the run of 13 straight.
The funny thing is the way that whistle's been so quick, you'd have thought that would have been an and one.
Right. Kopp with 11 points. Here's a runner off the window, off the rim. No good. Rebound Ryan. OKC in transition. To hold it up. Now Ryan feeds Zhang. Open for the 3-ball. Yes. First of the night for Ooze. He's got 11 points.
You love to see the confidence, to feel confident enough to shoot in that shot without thinking twice about it.
Correct. 71-69 Raptors. Key up top for 3, and he knocks another one down. Now it's the Raptors starting to hit 3-pointers. They've hit 5 here in the quarter, including their last 3. 74-69, and Zhang answers again for 3 up top. It's a 3-point shootout.
Didn't we just say Ooze is getting some confidence in that shot?
Got 14 in the game, 6 here in the quarter. Under 5.5 to play in the third. 74-72 Raptors. They have the ball. Gilliard, 4 to shoot, drives in over Ramsey, shot way off the mark, gotten back, blocked, and Kopp with the rebound. The outlet to Ramsey. Good defense by OKC. Zhang feeds Kopp for the lay-in. Tied at 74.
Defense to offense, OKC Blues style right there. Get that defense going. Ousmane Dieng with, I believe, his 3rd block during this game, and getting an opportunity to get downhill. He got caught on his heels, but he spun around and saw Miller Kopp cutting to the basket and still was able to make that pass.
Chandler, 10 to shoot. Off to Gilliard again, pulls for 3. Top of the key, no good. Rebound Zhang, who has 14 points, 8 assists. Inside, Kopp missed the reverse layup. Man, he wish he had that back. He looks to the ceiling like, I can't believe I missed it. Timeout called. The Raptors got the rebound. Call a timeout with 4:35 to go in the third period. We're tied at 74 on the G League app.
When you're interested in individual game tickets or planning your group experience, visit OklahomaCity.com or call 405-208-2 to connect with the Blue representative.
King Shannon Washington back with you as Ousmane Dieng feeds Miller Kopp on the highlights here. Todd Fraser, our producer. Thanks for joining us before a crowd of nearly 1,700 here this evening at the Paycom Center. And we're tied at 74. We've had 12 lead changes, 7 ties. Both teams heating up from 3 here in the third quarter. Raptors have outscored Oklahoma City 23-17 here in the third. And fouls have been a disparity. Oklahoma City is charged with 16 fouls to the Raptors 9, but the Raptors only have 3 more free throw attempts. Lawson drives in. Kick to the corner, then up top, and another 3-ball good. This time by Chandler, his 2nd of the day. He's got 16 points.
Well, that was good ball movement by the Raptors to get that wide open shot.
Oklahoma City now with Ramsey to Zhang. He drives in and double pumps and puts it up and in. Nice play for Uz.
Uzman Zhang showing that ability to downshift just enough to make the defender float by and then get a shot off.
He's got 16, which is his average here in the regular season for the Blue. Into the corner, Courier tries it. Skips off and back in. Wow, they're all collecting three-pointers. 80-76 Raptors.
I'm glad he only got 3 points from that because he went out and went back in.
Leon's drives, and he misses the left-hand layup. Rebound Raptors. Leon's a great defender, a 7'1" wingspan over Chandler, knocks it out of bounds. They say it's last touch by Chandler, so it'll be OKC ball. Coach Jones looks to his assistants. Do we want to challenge that? And I guess not. Can you get, when a team gets hot from three like the Raptors have, can you find yourself trying to answer every time, go down and shoot a three? You can get in that habit, can't you?
Yeah, it can happen to you. It doesn't typically happen with the Blue, which is a good thing about this team. This team typically just stays even keeled, just like the Thunder. They stay even keeled. They don't get out of their game, and they just try to stay consistent, weather the storm, and then it all comes in organically.
Dylan Jones turns down a three. Javonte Cook into the game. Boeheim's been beautiful tonight, and he's 4 of 4 from downtown after going 3 for 21 in his previous 4 games. He puts OKC within 1 at 80-79.
Sometimes you just got to come home just to kind of get back into your rhythm. So that was a good thing right there to see Buddy get another one. And there's a steal by Jemias Ramsey.
Ramsey's been pretty quiet tonight, but he feeds Cook, and the double pump lay-in is good, and OKC's got the lead back 81-80.
Oh, we got to see the replay of that right there. That was amazing. Did you see the way Cook elevated, brought it down, and took it back up? There's Jemias Ramsey with the steal in the replay. He's going down, and he sees Cook. He hands the ball to Cook. Cook elevates. Look at that. 3 defenders. He brings the ball down, puts it back up, and makes it through. Weaves through the guys in midair. You know, I tell you, that looks like something that Don King would do in a game of horse or something like that.
Well, exactly. And I could do it left-handed.
Left-handed. See, there you go.
I would have been flashier than it with the left hand, but hey, I'm not going to argue with what Javonte did.
I'm working on the left still. You know, I'm not. It's never too late.
Right.
It's never too late.
Nice steal by Ramsey, who fed his opponent, or fed his teammate Javonte Clark, who was with the Iowa Wolves in the G League the last 2 seasons. Finished up his collegiate career at North Carolina State. He's a South Carolina native out of Columbia. Was the 2018 South Carolina High School Player of the Year. Javonte Cook really had a good start to the year. 18 points per game in the tip-off tournament, 14 games, 12 points per game during the regular season. He can't stay up with Chandler, who gets a screen near half court and gets it knocked out of bounds going to the hoop. 2.5 to play in the third. 81-80 OKC. 13 lead changes, 7 ties in the game. Oh, that's deep for 3. That's Isaiah Joe deep, and it's good for Chandler. His 3rd tray of the game, his 2nd here in the quarter.
Yeah, the Blue been seeing they've been shooting well on that perimeter. Somebody has to make the decision to step around that screen and step out.
Dylan Jones. Caught off by Courier. Here's Ramsey going strong to the rack. His first basket and one.
I'm telling you, not every player in the league can do it like Jemias Ramsey. I mean, he goes down there. You saw the contact. He felt the contact. Here's the penetration. Takes the first step. Gets by the first man. Got 2 guys on his back. Feels the contact and is still able to finish.
There's no better finisher on this team than Jemias Ramsey.
No doubt about it. I'd argue in the league.
Yeah. And you should vote for him for the All-Star game. He misses the free throw. It's tipped around. Leon's with that long wingspan has it, and then Jones loses it. Here are the Raptors in transition. Charlie Brown gets the basket, and Leon's can't foul him hard enough. So it's a 3-point play the other way. 83-83 before that basket.
That was a good hustle play by the Raptors. You know, in that situation, that's where Leon's didn't really commit defensively to how he wanted to play him. You see on the replay, he's going at him and he just kind of padding, and not really committing. If he made a hard commit, he'd have to make him make one decision. Charlie Brown would have to make a decision one way or the other. But in that case, he was able to continue to go.
And he misses the free throw. So both teams miss opportunities to complete three-point plays the old-fashioned way. And it remains 85-83 Raptors. Here's a shot that's well short by Cook, who thought he got fouled. Chandler gets by Boeheim. Out to Kaminsky for the triple. Short. Frank gets his own rebound. He'll go in on Leones and now back out. 8 to shoot for Chandler. Oh, and Boeheim runs over Kaminsky.
I think that's Malachi Leones.
Oh, okay, thank you.
That may have given him a little bit of a little push, light push. Kaminsky more with a sail there, because there's no way. You look at those two guys, come on.
Right. Kaminsky, 7 foot 240, out of Wisconsin, where he was the National Player of the Year in 2015. Collects the free throw for 2 points. He's got 8 in the game, and it's a 4-point advantage, 87-83. Favor of the Raptors. Here's Leon strong to the basket. He misses, got fouled by Chandler. His first foul of the game.
Leon's attacking the basket, getting an opportunity. You see he has a defender on his hip. He gets hit up top, and he finds a way to still get the shot off. I think we've had quite a bit of, I wonder what this game is as far as free throw attempts.
OKC is 3 of 6, and the Raptors are 6 of 10.
I mean, the total free throws, I'm just wondering, you know, it seems like we've been to the line a lot this game on both ends.
Yep. Leones hits the free throw for 2 points. He's got 7 in the game. 87-85.
And especially with this being such a poor free throw showing for both teams.
Right. The Raptors, they're used to it. 6 of 10. They're 64% on the year. Backdoor cut and a lay-in by Guerrier.
There's not too much that can be said about being able to move without the ball. Buddy Boeheim with a big 3.
Thank you, buddy.
But, you know, cutting without the ball, that's fundamental basketball. You know, most teams, they forget that. That's just a simple, it is a simple element of the game. It makes the game easy, you know, because the defense is always focused on where the ball is. And if you're the guy that's away from the ball and you can just slash, just make a move and find an open area, it is up to that guy with the ball to see you. And that's exactly what the Raptors are doing right now. The Blue, they do it as well. But that's an element of the game that is lost with a lot of teams. A lot of teams don't understand those simple things like that make the game easy.
Who's the best? Who is the best on the Thunder team at doing that, you think?
The best on the Thunder team with slashing without the ball? I mean, well, we saw Isaiah Joe do it amazingly the other day. You know, Aaron Wiggins is another guy.
Wiggins comes to mind.
They'll do it right there in a heartbeat. They'll slide those passes in those places, but you got to have a guy that can pass you the ball. And Hartenstein, one of the best. Now, actually, Jay Will's not bad at it either. Right. He had the opportunity to do so in those last couple of games. So, you know, you got everybody on that team that can actually, they slide in those open spaces, and those are points that you don't really count on.
Right.
And you see it, and that right there makes a big difference in the ball game.
By the way, the Thunder are back in action tomorrow night in Philadelphia. And here's a lay-in underneath to Shamshay on a feed from Kaminsky. It's 91-88. Ramsey hard to the glass, loses it out of bounds. I think it's going to be Raptors ball with 33 seconds left in the quarter. It is. That game tomorrow night for the Thunder at 6 o'clock Central Time in Philadelphia. Toronto's playing tonight in the fourth quarter, getting beat at home by Golden State 86-83. Three-pointer, Brown, short. Boeheim tips it, tipped around. 14 seconds left. OKC works for the final shot. Down a triple. Cook between the circles. He drives, he loses it out of bounds. Goodness.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you can make it a little bit harder than what it is.
That'll count. Off the top by Leones. Well, the third quarter has come to a close. OKC was up 6 after 2. They're now down 3. Big third quarter for the Raptors. We head to the fourth. 91-88 Raptors over OKC on OKC Blue Basketball. All right, here we go to start the fourth quarter. 3-point game in favor of the Raptors, but OKC gets possession. Down 3, 91-88. Boeheim for the tie. No good. Boeheim's first miss of the night after going 5 for 5 from downtown. He's got 15 points. Zhang leads the Blue with 16, and Kopp's got 13. Zhang's got 16 and 8. Here's inside. Guerrier gets it blocked, but they'll call Boeheim for his 5th foul.
Well, you see the replay here. Logan Johnson trying to front. He did deflect the ball. Again, a little difference in the way we've been seeing the ball called. You just got to play with the way the refs are going to call it, how the whistle's going to go.
Guerrier. He said tonight he had a cousin on part of the Thunder staff. I didn't get a chance to ask him about it. Makes a free throw for 2 points. He spent the summer league with the Raptors. He played with Boeheim at Syracuse, by the way. So it's 93-88. Logan Johnson feeding Starkey with the left-hand lay-in.
Logan Johnson, we didn't see him since the first half when he played that. He had 4 minutes in, and that was a productive 4 minutes. They were +7, and it changed the momentum in the game. Now he is starting the fourth quarter.
And stepping on the sideline. That hasn't happened the first time tonight, but it happens every game.
It's going to get you every game. The best defender in the gym.
It is. Charlie Brown Jr. He played 31 games this year with the Toronto Raptors. The NBA steps on the sideline. Here's OKC down 3. Cook drives to the basket, tries to bounce pass it, tries to bounce it into Starkey. It's knocked away, intercepted. And Gilliard, who had a big third quarter, to Kaminsky, who has 9 points against Starkey. Great bounce pass, good flash to the basket. Charlie Brown lays it in. He's got 14. He's got 11 in the half. And again, Cameron Woods is tired of seeing that. Timeout on the floor with 10:37 to go in the fourth quarter. It's 96-90. The Raptors over OKC on OKC Blue Basketball. morning. Shannon Washington back with you. Frank Kaminsky had quite a game here, not just necessarily scoring 9 points and 5 rebounds, but look at the assists, Shannon.
13 assists from a big man, but that's a guy that has an eye that sees how to get his guys open.
They've all been flashing to the basket, man. He's been shooting some dimes to him. A career high 13 assists. There's a foul out front on Spyro, Oklahoma's Tyler Perry, his third.
There's been a lot that has been learned in the league over the last several years. And big men know how to pass too.
Yeah.
You got guys, Kaminsky doing what he's doing. Jokic, oh my gosh, one of the best big men passers in the game. Then, you see what Hardenstein is doing for Oklahoma City. Catching guys on that cut. They can see over the defense. And they can see the team, see the floor really well. So their communication with other people and being able to zip those passes in, they do a great job of it. And today, Frank Kaminsky, you had to give him credit. He's doing a great job of doing just that.
Sure is. Draymond Green's another one that comes to mind. All right, OKC with Javonte Cook stepping back for 3 on the side and drains it. His third of the game.
Cook picking up on what he started out early on in the second quarter with his three-point shooting.
Cuts it to a 2-point game, 95-93. 16-3 of the game for OKC, who average making 16 a game, which is best in the league. Kaminsky up top for the triple. Count it.
Kaminsky with a strong double-double here for the Raptors. He's making a big difference for them.
Back to a 5-point lead, 98-93. Cook on the drive, no good. Inside Dylan Jones, out to Logan for a rare 3. Count it.
There's a spark plug, and he's kind of looking over, giving a little wink and a point, saying, hey, man, I might not play a lot of business, but I'm on a quality. I'll tell you that right now.
22% from three-point land. Doesn't make him shoot many, but he hits that one. So they answer back and make it a 2-point game again, 98-96, but they need some stops. Instead, they get Cook fouling Gilliard. And they just have not been able to close down this Toronto offense. As A.J. Lawson checks in, he's got a game-high 21 for the Raptors.
Yeah, Gilliard was able to just kind of pull Cook into making that foul attempt. You look at him go, he penetrates. Cook actually tries to play legitimate. He plays pretty good defense, but he didn't have a perfect vertical plane, so you kind of kill your argument with that. Once you lean your arm forward and you break your vertical plane, you put yourself in a position to the call not going your way.
Gilliard, who's 84% throughout the season, the tip-off tournament and the regular season, knocks down the free throw for 2 points, 100-96. Logan Johnson feeds Starkey, and he's challenged at the of the cylinder. No good. So here come the Raptors, up 4. They had the biggest run of the game when they went 13 straight points in the third quarter. Dylan Jones tries to defend Gilliard to no avail. Gilliard's got 10 points, 102-96. Cook in the corner. Back to Jones, needs it, can't get the 3, tipped around, Starkey can't control it. And Tyler Perry brings it up. 5'11" guard. Out of Spyro, Oklahoma, played his collegiate ball, as I mentioned, at Coffeyville Community College, and then NEO A&M, and then was the Conference USA Player of the Year at North Texas, and Lawson fires at 3. Wow. It's getting away from the blue. Lawson with 24. It's the biggest lead of the game now for the Raptors at 9 points. Lawson with 24, and it's 105-96. Cook tries to answer, can't do it. The Raptors are playing strong defense, not allowing anything in the paint for the blue. Meanwhile, the Raptors are lighting it up. 50% shooting. Here in the game. And there's a turnover as Boeheim swipes it. He goes in strong and has it knocked away out of bounds. No foul. It'll be OKC ball out of bounds.
Well, you see a mass substitution right now by Coach Wood because now he's looking for a little continuity in his offense. You know, the defense has been so-so, but the offense has just been non-existent right now. So he's trying to get some guys out there that can do a little bit of both. Get you some defense, get your offense going. You see he left Logan Johnson in there because he knows that he has a little bit of something that he's been missing coming from Logan Johnson on the floor.
We've got Kopp and Ryan in along with Zhang, and we've got a foul here on for the Raptors. That'll be on Tyreek Key, his second. His third personal, beg your pardon. That's the first foul, or the second foul of the quarter on the Raptors. Zhang drives in. He feeds Cook for the three, way off the mark. And OKC has gone cold from three-point land here in the fourth quarter.
Well, you're not at a point where you have to have a three. And then, don't forget, you know how to penetrate, get to the basket, get contact, or at least get your mid-range shot.
Yes. Lawson against Zhang with the left hand. No, tip in good. Lawson makes it 107-96 as they've scored 9 straight points, and Lawson has been a big part of it. He's got 26 in the game. And a foul on Key again. It's his fourth.
Definitely a good observation. Good call by the official. You know, that's just one of those plays that if you don't get caught doing, it's a great play. But, you know, every now and again you get caught up in those little extra plays that people don't usually see.
Oklahoma City's 3 for 10 shooting. Johnson has it swatted away above the rim.
Which was definitely one that should have been a goaltend in that situation.
Here come the Raptors. 107-96, their biggest lead for either team in this game. 6.5 minutes to go. OKC, if they're to win, they're going to have to clamp down defensively, and they can't do it. Guerrier with a triple. And the Raptors trying to win for the first time ever here in Oklahoma City in 3 tries have opened up a 110-96 advantage. With 6:27 to play, this is G League basketball. Well, the Toronto Raptors, when they lost in Toronto to Oklahoma City back on December 5th, they have turned around, and that started them on a bad slide, losing 16 of 17 games. But they're up on the Warriors at home, 102-101 with 1:12 remaining. So let's hope Darko Rajakovic, the former head coach here in the G League for Oklahoma City and a former Thunder assistant, can win that one, as Ryan can't buy a 6-footer, and the Blue are letting this one slip away, unfortunately.
We'll see another substitution. You have Brown in the game.
Yeah, Cameron has not played a lot lately. Hopefully he can get something off the bench for him. Here's a drive, no good. Tipped by Brown off the rim into the hands of Zhang. Ooze to Ryan. Cormack into the corner to Cook. He forces one up, no good. And he did draw the foul. That's what you want to stop the clock. The foul on Guerrier, his third.
You know, you get a chance to get this clock stopped, get some points while the clock is not running, and you also get a chance to rest a little bit. You see he went on the replay, he went hard, extra hand in there, but he was able to still gather himself to still get the shot attempt up. But right now the Blue are just looking for some offense.
Looking for points with the clock stopped, and it's good for Cook, averaging 13 or 12 during the regular season, has 13 in this game, and stops the run of 12 straight points, 110 to 98. Shamshay with the turnaround jumper, no good. Zhang with the rebound. And Ryan gets fouled by, or did he step? Oh, he stepped on the sideline.
The Blue have been having to make adjustments because they haven't been able to play with their bigs this game. Because Noah Starkey got in foul trouble early in the first quarter. I mean, literally in the first 2 minutes, he had 3 fouls. And then, you know, we had Justin Hamilton only played 6 minutes because he ended up rolling his ankle and he hadn't been back into the game.
True.
So they've been making adjustments on the big side when you got to deal with a guy like Frank Kaminsky out there who's, you know, he's a pro.
Yeah. 413 career NBA games worth. Here's an offensive foul on Shamshay. His first. By the way, there are some ties between these two franchises. I mentioned Darko Rajakovic, former Thunder assistant, and was the head coach of the Tulsa 66ers when the Thunder had the franchise in Tulsa here in the G League. Zhang from 6. It goes for it. 110-100. Time left. 5 minutes.
You like the fact that the Ooze is seeing a sense of urgency right now. It's like, okay, I got to be offensively aggressive because we've been stagnant. Now we got to get on the other end of the floor and start playing some defense.
And, of course, I mentioned Eugene Onorui, who played with the Blue and the Thunder a couple of years ago, called up to Toronto on a 10-day contract after playing with the Raptors 905. Brandon Carlson started his season with the Raptors 905 before being signed by OKC. That shot way off the mark by Kopp. Didn't even draw iron. He airmailed the three-pointer. Here come the Raptors with 4.5 to go, up 10.
That was a big steal by Ousmane Dieng. You like the fact that he's being engaged. You just want to try to come up with some points and not come back with a dry hole.
Oh, that might have been partially blocked. That one is not, and no good. They're going to call a foul on OKC. Wow. That's tough.
That's a heartbreaker right there. I think, you know, trying to look at the in-house replay. You know, have our replay on that. You're looking, where's the actual foul? That was on his offhand. He did make contact with his offhand as he's trying to clear off. So,
well,
I would have put my whistle in my pocket.
Gurria's hit one free throw for 2 points and nets that one. They're not a good free throw shooting team, last in the league, but they've answered the bell tonight. 9 of 13, lead 112-100. Zhang drives in. They'll give it up for him on the finger roll and the foul.
Good job. You had a little conference between the two officials, seeing if it was a block or a charge. And that, again, Ousmane Dieng being offensively aggressive is the only thing that's making a difference in this ball game right this moment. He's got the opportunity to get 3 the hard way.
Yes, indeed.
That was an old classic movie. I still love it.
Ooze had been 0 for 2 from the line tonight. Knocks that one in for a point. Gives him 21 for the game. It's 112-103. 4 minutes left, so it's still time. And OKC's got to make some stops. Chandler between the circles. 5 to shoot. Kaminsky. 2 to shoot. And Kopp knocks it away. Here comes Ryan. Down to Zhang. Into the corner. Kopp goes in strong. Count it. 112-105.
You give up a good shot for a better shot. Great decision by Brown to give it to Miller Kopp to finish in the paint. That's defense to offense, Blue style. There's plenty of time left in this game, and now it's time to see that defensive pressure one more time.
Kopp 1 of 4 double figures with 15 points. Skip pass, Key. Can't get by Ryan. 4 to shoot, and Chandler gets wide open. That's just a killer right there.
I tell you, 23 good seconds of defense doesn't get you there. You got to have the full 24.
Blocking foul on
Kaminsky.
So Zhang's doing a good job of trying to collect points at the line with the clock stopped with 3:03 remaining. By the way, the Raptors will complete this 4-game road swing Thursday night in Grand Rapids at 6 o'clock Central Time. And then their next home game is next Sunday at 1 o'clock against the Valley Suns. Then Schulman and Warren Ward will give you the action. Free throw's good by Zhang for 2 points. It's a 7-point game, 114-107.
3 minutes for 7 points. That is an eternity. You got plenty of time.
Yes. You got to get some turnovers or some stops. Look at Kopp drive in and steal it from Zhang. He's off to the races. Into the corner, Brown blocked for 3.
You love the effort, you love the defense, you love what they were doing right there, and the fact that Miller Kopp gets on the floor and says, "Hey, I'm fighting for this one, big man," and he gets on the floor and passed it off. Brown just took a little too long to get it off, and you got to give Shamshay credit for the fact that he said, I can turn this over, but I'm not going to let this bucket go.
Just turned 19 years old a couple of weeks ago. Second-round draft pick in the last summer's draft. Ulrich Shamshay, two-way player for the Raptors. 8 to shoot for Zhang. He'll drive. He lost the ball out of bounds. Who's touched it? Oh, wait, we got a foul call?
That was a 3-second
foul on Charlie Brown.
Okay.
His first. That's the team's. That puts Oklahoma City in the penalty, or puts them in the.
So what happened is you had the foul call.
Okay.
But then I think after that, there was a call on Key on the baseline, and they wanted to review it. Maybe the fact that he hit Miller Kopp with the ball in the head, they're going to go and review that play because the play was already called dead before that. Yeah, it's a technical foul. And they exactly. So they called the foul on Key, and they called technical on Key, but they also want to go and review to see if it was a hostile act. Just like I said, they called the play dead. The foul was on the foul originally was going to the hole, and then after that, Key took the ball and hit Miller Kopp in the head with the ball, and that's where the technical was. Now they're going to see if it was a hostile act.
So Charlie Brown Jr. commits the initial foul on the shot. So there's a free throw. Well, yeah, 2:28 remaining. We don't shoot true value free throws until under 2 minutes. So Zhang will go to the line for a free throw for 2 points, and then somebody's going to go to the line, right?
Who's going to shoot his, and then I would like
actually Kopp will shoot his.
Kopp will be shooting
first. Probably, because he'll be the guy, I would imagine, at the line. He or Ryan.
Yeah, for the technical.
Right. So OKC could come out of this smelling pretty good, down 7 with 2:28 remaining.
This right here can give you 4 points really quick, and then you get a possession. Okay, so the technical is being shot first.
Cormac Ryan will do the honors. I'm not going to give you his percentage.
Don't.
That one's good.
That was a big shot. Now we're going to have Ooze shooting 1 for 2 now.
The Ryan free throw was good for 1 point on the technical, and now Ooze for a free throw for 2 points.
And you can literally make this a 4-point game with 2.5 minutes to go.
Now Chandler is back into the game for the Raptors. Here's Ooze for a free throw for 2. Got it. Nothing but the bottom, and it's a 4-point game. 114-110. Ooze with 25 points tonight. OKC's back in it. 2:20 to play. Thanks to that 3 points off the foul line. Chandler causing problems, or Gilliard rather, with 5 to shoot against Kopp. Shoots over Kopp and scores. He has been a pest tonight. 12 points.
I tell you, he says size doesn't matter. He's going for everything he wants. You got to respect it.
OKC with under 2 to play, down 6, and here's a steal. Bad pass by Zhang, stolen by Gilliard. OKC needs a stop now. They'll melt the clock here with 10 to shoot. Minute 38 to play. Another backdoor cut. Out to Lawson, who's been deadly tonight. He goes in, hasn't knocked away. Here comes OKC in transition. Zhang down the middle. He loses it out of bounds. Last touched by the Raptors.
We are going to have a challenge right here on possession. And you know, at this point, you got to use it anyway.
Yes.
You're down at the end of the game. You do have a lead, but it's going to help you. Take a second to talk to your team, and you know, you may get the ball back.
Right.
So
use it or lose it.
Use it or lose it. It's not a bad move for them to challenge this play right here.
I think they're going to win it. Well, let's see. It was knocked out by...
It's very possibly going to be a successful challenge.
He knocked it out.
I don't know.
I don't either.
Still could be inconclusive.
It was initially called Raptors ball, right?
It was called
or was it called the blue ball? Okay.
It's called blue ball. I don't think I'm going to bet on this one today, Don.
All right, I don't blame you.
You know, because this is a little too close.
OKC's next home game is tomorrow night at 7 o'clock here against the Clippers G League team, who's now based in San Diego, and then they hit the road this weekend for 3 road games at Texas and Frisco on the 17th, and then 2 games in Mexico City.
So here we go with the replay one more time. You know, it just looks like it's just so close. You can't tell if it was still on Uz's hand or if it was deflected, but we definitely see it doesn't bounce off of his thigh. So it was a successful challenge.
All right. So the Raptors with a 6-point lead and the ball with 1:28 remaining. OKC has Jones, Kopp, Zhang, Ryan, Cameron Brown into the game. The Raptors have Kaminsky in the middle, Lawson, Charlie Brown Jr. at the forwards, Gilliard and Chandler at the guards. Here comes Gilliard to bring it up. Gilliard averaging 5 points in the regular season, has 12 tonight. Chandler averages 12 in the regular season. He's got 21 tonight. Chandler's to the hoop. Back out Lawson. 3-pointer won't go. Ryan saves it. Off to Zhang. Just over a minute to play. Cameron Brown sets for 3. No. Tapped back out. Zhang sets up. Pulls for 3. Yes.
You cannot discount that hustle play by Cormac Ryan and tip it back out to Uz Zhang for that open 3.
They don't have to foul now. It's a 3-point game.
We're looking for solid defense. Get a stop. They got 14 seconds to make a decision. It's good, solid defense here. If they get a stop, they got plenty of time.
Raptors started the season 1-6 on the road. This season now overall 4-8. Gilliard, did they say a foul on Brown? They did. Wow.
No shot.
On the no shot. It's a foul on
no shot on the floor. Let's see the replay. I didn't even see the foul, to be honest about it, but here you go. Penetration. Yeah. He did get him. He got his arm in there.
So there's no free throws, but it does recycle the clock at 14 seconds.
No shot, fouled on the floor. They're saying the coaches are considering trying to challenge it for a play. They got to make a decision. The officials say, okay, ball's live. Let's go. Take your time.
All right, here we go.
There's a lot of confusion there.
Yes, there was. They need a stop, OKC does, and then need a 3 at the other end. Shot by Gilliard is good. That's deadly. That's the dagger. 118, 113. 23 seconds left. Zhang to the hole. No good. Got fouled.
See, at this point in the game, you know, you got who's going to the line. He's got to shoot both free throws. That brings you within 3.
And then they got to foul somebody with 23 seconds left.
You got to foul that immediately.
Who's is going to make the free throw? Missed the first one. True value with under 2 minutes to go in the game. So that one hurts. Needed both of them. Who's tonight's 3 of 6 from the line. 28 points, though. 29 now. 118, 114. Oh, Brown kicked it. Otherwise, it would have been a steal.
You got to go for that steal or foul. You know, if you can get a clean steal, of course, that's what you want, to steal and try to get into the basket and get it up quick.
Kopp and Ryan in the backcourt. There's a looping pass. Kopp has it. The Brown
and that's exactly what they were looking for. You can get the steal without fouling and get you a quick bucket. Now you got a 2-point game. If you can do that same thing again, you got a timeout now by the Raptors. But that's exactly what you were looking for, and the Blue executed that perfectly. The ball goes up. Miller Kopp gets up just enough to keep Kaminsky from getting the ball, and Brown right there under the basket. Perfect setup for the Blue. Gives them that opportunity for the kill. They got an opportunity now. They're in striking distance. They just got to play solid defense one more time. If they can bait the Raptors into doing the exact same thing, oh, it makes this game easy. And we might get an overtime game.
The thing that now they'll advance the ball too with 19 seconds left. But the thing impressed me there, Kopp did all that with his offhand, and shows you the improvement of these players from one year to the next in the pro level, how much they have to work with the offhand. And that's one of the things that Malfoy Leon's, I'm anxious to see how much improvement he makes next year from the rookie year to the second year. It's very important for him.
What's funny is you hit the nail on the head. Those little things make a difference. And those little things aren't really little things when it comes down to the game, because that one little thing right there made a big difference in this ball game right here and gives him a 2-point opportunity.
Kopp, a right-hander, obviously, and used the left hand to create all of that for the lay-in by Brown. 19 seconds left, 14 to shoot. So they don't have to foul. Down 2 are the Blue. They get it out to Brown. 8 to shoot. Now Brown fouls Brown. Cameron Brown fouls Charlie Brown.
Now, based on the way the free throw shooting has been this game, you like your chances.
Yeah.
You know, because I tell you, this hasn't been great free throw shooting at all.
And you have to shoot true value. So you shoot 2 free throws. And again, the Raptors G League team is last in the league at 64%. Tonight, 69%.
And there it goes. That's the benefit you want. Now, even if he hits this one, you know, you still have a fighting chance.
Charlie Brown Jr. is 1 of 4 at the line. 12 seconds left. This is a big one for him. Got it. Timeout OKC. They'll advance the ball, needing 3-pointer with 12 seconds left to tie the game and possibly send it into overtime. How about this? What a comeback.
Heck of a comeback here. Now, what do? You Coach Woods, you look at the landscape, and what do I need right now in this game? You know, you can try to get a quick deuce and take your chance at fouling and then see if they miss another free throw and then try to get another deuce. Or you can try to go for that dagger and get that 3-point shooter in the game. Now, I'd probably throw Buddy Boeheim out there and get a little misdirection. Of course, keep Miller Kopp, Ousmane Dieng, and those guys in the game. But then again, you know, you might be Coach Woods may decide to just go with the girl he came to the dance with. The guys that brought him back at the end of the game, and that's what it looks like he's doing right here.
That's the last timeout for the Blue. Both teams are in the penalty, obviously. 1 timeout left for the Raptors.
The Blue might see a pin down screen here to see Ooze curl around on the outside to try to get an opportunity at a look. But I'd also expect Cormac Ryan to flare for an opportunity to get him an open shot if it's there.
They go to Kopp. It's on its way. Short, but he got fouled
on a 3. You don't want to. If you're the Blue, you love that call. You know, if you're the Raptors, that's something that you just don't want to see. Now, don't get me wrong. There's pressure now because he has hit all 3 free throws.
Yes. He's a 79% foul shooter. He's a very good foul shooter, 26-year-old out of Houston, Texas. Played 3 years at Northwestern, finished up at Indiana. Well, there's one down. Remember a game last year when Jaden Shackelford had to make 3 in the last seconds of the game to send a game into overtime. Ooh.
Man, you wish you could have those back.
Yes.
You know, now you can't worry about it.
No.
You hit your shot, and you foul immediately. You go for a steal and a foul, and then you have another opportunity.
Missed that one. It's a 2-point game. And they'll foul Kaminsky. Boy, Miller Kopp, I mean, the chances of him missing back-to-back free throws in a game are just practically non-existent.
If you put him at the line 99 times in that situation, I guarantee you he's going to hit it, 97, 98 of those. You don't see 2 of them, 2 misses in a, back-to-back. That's a first, but that's part of the game. That's why you play every minute of it.
Yeah, right. Well, free throw shooting hasn't been Oklahoma City's best tonight. Again, they're 3rd in the league. They've gotten to the line a little bit more than usual, but unable to convert 11 of 17 from the line. But great comeback when they were down 9 points with just over around the 3-minute mark.
One thing you like about a play like that happen to a guy like Miller Kopp, he takes that personally.
Yes.
And you're going to see a little extra effort here on the defensive end of the floor. You're going to see something else out of him. And that's what you really appreciate about him.
You bet. Gilliard fouled with 7.9 seconds left. And it's a 2-point game, so he has to miss one of these 2. Gilliard, an 84% foul shooter throughout this 24-25 campaign out of Missouri, Kansas City. Big night for him. Again, averaging 5 in the regular season. He's got 14.
Now, even if he misses the second one, the Blue are going to have to crash this board.
And that one might do it. Here's Zhang with 7 seconds. 5 seconds for 3. Nope. And that'll do it. Tough loss for the Blue, who have won 18 of the previous 23 here at home. And Zhang comes up.
Looks like he's cramping.
It looks like he is cramping.
Yeah, he has cramp in his calf.
Left calf.
Teammates over there trying to help him out.
Well, Oklahoma City just couldn't slow down this Raptors team when they had that big run in the 3rd quarter. So the finals 121-117 for the Raptors, who go to 5-2. OKC falls to 3-4, but the Blue have no time to sulk. They're back at it here tomorrow night at the Paycom Center at 7 o'clock against the San Diego Clippers. They are led with Frank Kaminsky's 12 points, 13 assists, 26 for A.J. Lawson, 21 for Kennedy Chandler. For Shannon Washington, Don King, thanks for joining us on the G League app. We'll leave you on the app. See you again tomorrow night at 7. Meanwhile, on the radio side, the postgame show is next on Oklahoma City Sports Radio 105.3.